You've probably noticed that everybody has their priorities out of whack, but you're crushing it. You have things in the right order. You're doing things right in keeping the important things and the main thing. You're doing all of that. The reality is you're probably not. I know I'm not. And so this week we're going to talk about priorities. So this is your priority building toolkit for the week. During Lent is a good time for us to look at these kinds of things. And priorities are really important because God wants us doing the important things. He wants us focused on what matters. And it all starts with Him. He is priority one. Notice, it's not going to church, it's not giving or doing those things. Those are all incredibly important. Please do not get angry with me. Don't be like, man, pastor said, da-da-da. No. Those are all important things, but numero uno, right? The very first thing, the main thing that we want to keep the main thing is that God is the only God. Hebrews 20, verse, I'm going to go with 2 and 3. He says, I'm the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. So He's not just God, but He's the Lord who is our God who saved His people from death. Real simple, real awesome too. Like why wouldn't you serve someone who is in that saving business and have Him as priority, man? Make sure you do life with Him. But we're humans and we do the opposite sometimes. So these commandments, the 10 of them, have to be spelled out. You should have no other gods before me. This is where it starts. There's nothing more important than God. There's no one who can do what God can do or be who God is for us. There's no one who loves us the way He does or who is there. So Him, praying, talking to Him, worshiping Him, that's priority. That's why these commandments, the first couple of them, all talk about God directly, right? Like He's God, have no other gods. Don't make something your God. Don't carve out a golden calf, if you will. Don't do any of those things. And don't take His name in vain. And don't forget to take that time once a week to kind of recharge. That Sabbath, as it's called. All of that shows us how to live. And that those are the priorities, right? That His name is holy, that He is God, and that there's nothing greater than Him. There's no bigger priority than worshiping Him and receiving from Him all that we need, the forgiveness, the love, the grace, the mercy that we have because of Jesus. See, we're the benefits of not just the 10 Commandments, but the gospel, which is awesome, right? Because we failed miserably at all those things, and we find ourselves, because our priorities are out of whack and our beliefs are out of whack, God saves us, sent us Jesus. He suffered, He died, He rose, so that now we could say, hey, now this is the priority. It's Him. It's time with Him. It's a life with Him. It's all my attitudes being about Him. So that's what priorities look like. He is God and we are not. There's nothing else more important. Talk to you next time for another follow-through.